Hey guys, and welcome back to my channel. This week I am doing another sermon by teens for teens. So this week I've been kind of like throwing around the idea of doing a friendship series in this series. So I just wanted to do like a little bit of a series about like the biblical meaning of friendship and just what that is and how God intended friendships to be, because I feel like as teenagers nowadays, friendships are very just distorted. Like they're just so far away from what they should be. You know, it's over reliance or just wanting to be alone all the time. Like there's really no middle ground, and the Bible is the middle ground, and it tells us how we can have the best and the most healthy friendships and relationships where we get a lot out of them. So I just wanted to share with you guys a couple of scriptures over, there are many in the Bible, you can look them up, but I picked out a couple that I think best describe what is friendship. So this first one is, what is friendship? So let's get started. So the first scripture I picked out is 1 Corinthians 15:33, and that reads, "Do not be misled. Bad company corrupts good character." So even if our character is good, even if we like grew up in the church, you know, trying to live our life like Christ, the people we surround ourselves with can still change our walk with God. It can alter it even a little bit, and we just need to surround ourselves with people who will help us with our walk with God, who will support us with our walk with God. And we just really need to be wise in who we pick as our friends and who we surround ourselves with, because even though some people don't think it's true, it actually is that whoever you surround yourself with is kind of who you turn into. Or if it's not even a complete transformation, it's still a little bit, like you're a little bit like them. And when you have friends who may not be the best influence on you, you don't even want to be a little bit like them. Because God calls us to not be like the world, He calls us to be like Him or His Son. So the second scripture is Proverbs 18:24, and that reads, "One who has unreliable friends soon come to ruin, but there is a friend who sticks closer than a brother." So it's not about having a lot of unreliable friends or having friends who only want you for like your popularity or like what sport you play or how cool you look in school or whatever. We really just need that one friend who sticks closer than a brother instead of 1,000 unreliable friends. The third scripture is Ecclesiastes 4:9-10, and that reads, "Two are better than one, because they have a good return in their labor. If either of them fall, one can help pick the other up. But pity anyone who falls and has no one to help them up." So God actually wants us to have friends, not to surround ourselves with bad people, and He's not asking us to be a loner. He wants us to have friends. He wants us to benefit from these one another relationships, and He wants us to have relationships where we're being supported by our friends and where we're not tearing each other down or being jealous of one another. Or He just wants us to have these friendships where we can kind of lift each other up instead of patting each other down or having really destructive and unhealthy relationships. So the fourth scripture is Proverbs 27:5-6, and that reads, "Better is an open rebuke than hidden love. Wounds from a friend can be trusted, but an enemy multiplies kisses." This scripture basically means is that friends need to be honest with each other, and we have to have those hard conversations, whether it's when your feelings get hurt or whether it's, you know, something really serious or maybe something that you don't like about them or something that you see as very destructive in their life. You know, we're supposed to give each other advice. So we just really need to be helping out our friends, because often the people who don't stick around, they often are the friends who are like, oh, everything's fine, but they secretly have a list of everything they feel like you're doing wrong. So we don't need friends like that. We don't need friends that you feel like are keeping tabs on everything you do wrong. We need friends that will be like, hey, that wasn't really cool, or hey, I didn't like when you said this, or what do you mean when you said that? Because communication is one of the most important things in a friendship. because without communication, really, it means nothing. If you're not open in your relationships with people, or you don't feel like you can trust them or communicate with them, or you don't feel like they're being honest with them, it's probably not a really deep biblical relationship. It's probably just one of the many categories of a worldly relationship that really kind of returns empty. And the relationships we build in the world, with people who are kind of way different than we are, they're just not as beneficial. And we really need to build our friendships off of biblical standards instead of the world standards, where it's about, like social class, skin color, popularity, friends, sports you play, whatever, list goes on and on. We need to build our friendships off of honesty and communication and trust, not the materialistic things that can change in a second. Just a brief overview of the points was that in 1 Corinthians 15:33, it was about people can corrupt our character. Even if we have good character, bad people can still corrupt it. Proverbs 18:24 was about unreliable friends do not last. Ecclesiastes 9-10 was about we need to have friends just to get through everyday life. And Proverbs 27:5-6 was about that we just need to be honest and open with our friends. So thank you guys so much for watching this video. If you guys have any ideas for future sermon ideas or for the friendship series, you can leave it down below. So thank you for watching this video, and I will see you next Sunday. Goodbye! Bye.